Hey everyone, welcome to episode 23 of Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. I'm Nick.
Mason.
And today we're going to be talking about episodes 21 and 94 of Dragon Ball Super. How's your weekend going?
It's going, man. We're back again.
We are?
It's the 25th week, we just realized.
We say that every week, but
we're back.
We're always back. So I think we've reached a point where we don't
I
have
like
to
to
say
say
that
it, though. I want people to know that we're back.
We're back. I think they know when they see the podcast refreshing their feeds.
It could, but just to be certain, I'd like to rehash it every week.
We're back!
We're back. It was a good week. It was extremely hot, and I'm extremely sweaty currently.
It's still hot. You said you liked how sweaty you were.
I didn't say I didn't just now. I'm just saying it's extremely hot.
Yeah.
And I'm really sweaty. Those are just facts.
Yeah, it's like 93 out right now.
Yeah, I'm going to the lake tomorrow.
I'm not.
I'm going to get real drunk at noon.
Sick.
Sorry, Dad. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Week besides that, it's just been good, man. It's what did I even do? I can't remember one thing that I did. I had 2 days off in a row. That was cool. And then I played golf, and I got a new driver, and I can't hit it.
That sucks.
Slicing constantly.
You should return it and buy a new one.
Nope, it's just because I'm bad. It's not because of the driver.
Here's what you do. Which way are you hitting?
What?
Slicing left?
That's, yeah.
No,
slicing right. That's a slice.
I thought a fade is one that goes to the right.
I mean...
Either way, here's what you do. So you're going right. You're going left?
Yep.
Left or right?
Right.
What
left first, then right.
What you do is you take a belt sander and you sand your driver head.
I don't think that's how it
on
works.
The left, and then it'll even out and go straight.
I mean, I could give it a shot. I don't have a sander, though.
I have one at work.
I have sandpaper. Do you think if I just rubbed it hard enough for a long time, it would turn out the way I want it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll send you the finished product,
yeah.
And we'll put it up on the page.
We'll do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it now.
It's new, so that would be a real shame, so I probably won't do that. But yeah, besides that, I've just been hanging out, working, and that's it for me, man. It's been nothing but work. How about you?
I had a pretty uneventful week. We did see Wonder Woman.
Did you hate it or
yesterday.
like it?
I liked it. I really liked it.
It's good, right?
It single-handedly renewed my faith in the DC Extended Universe.
Well, hopefully, yeah, I mean... They just need new people. Like, Zack Snyder was a writer, but he didn't have like a ton to do with it. So I think Zack Snyder is kind of the issue.
I could be wrong. I think he left Justice League.
Yeah, it's been taken over by Marvel's dude, right?
Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
There was a situation like his daughter had passed away or something like that. So
super unfortunate, but I think he's doing an awful job with the movie so far. So it's pretty good to me that he's going to be leaving.
Speaking of people passing away...
My name isn't Adam Wee. Or is it? Who am I? What number did you dial? Don't ever call here again. I guess I told him, nobody messes with Adam Wee.
Adam Wee is dead.
R.I.P. Adam Wee, the original Batman and Mayor West of Quahog.
Very sad. He, funny guy.
Super great guy.
Very old. He was like 88 years old.
88, yeah.
I had no idea. I'm not really smart, so I can't really tell you anything at all. But yeah, very sad. He's no longer with us. So let's move on from that.
That's a bummer.
Very sad.
You have any news?
News, like from my life?
From your life, or from Dragon Ball? I don't really care.
From Dragon Ball, we just got done watching E3.
Yeah, we just watched the Xbox briefing for E3 right before we came up here, and we just wanted to see what the new Xbox was going to look like.
We got some Dragon Ball news in the process.
Yeah,
Woo.
Dragon Ball FighterZ with a Z.
It's like Street Fighter.
Old school Street Fighter. Like 2.5D Street Fighter.
But it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking, honestly. It's like a little cheesy, but that's the way it's supposed to be.
I'll have a lot of fun with that.
There's a lot of games that look really cool. That, what was that one?
Start with an A.
Yeah, Anthem.
Anthem
looks super cool. They've got jetpacks. And that's all I've ever wanted, if I'm just being honest.
Are you going to get a Xbox One X?
Yeah, I think so. I'll spend $500. Why not? I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. It'll probably be a couple years before I get one.
I'll probably get one when it comes out.
You're a fortunate soul. We had that, and we had another Cell versus video.
Yeah, how do you like it? It was just alright.
It was alright.
I don't like Deadpool that much, just in general, and you know that.
Yeah,
So.
I was surprised. That seems to be in your wheelhouse, but
I don't like Ryan Reynolds.
that wasn't Ryan Reynolds.
No, I know that. I'm saying I don't like the character Deadpool
Because of Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds plays.
I like him. I think he's great.
I don't like it.
Fine. I'm done.
That's okay. See ya. I'll do the podcast by myself. I'm used to carrying it.
Go ahead.
I don't know how to do it.
I'm not going to say anything.
I don't know how to do it well. First in the episode, Frieza's there.
What episode number is it?
It's episode number 23.
21.
I couldn't remember for real. Well,
That's it for news.
That's is that it?
I think so. I don't have anything else. I was just going to say that we just watched E3. Dragon Ball FighterZ. Xbox One X looks pretty cool.
And scene.
And scene.
You did it.
Yeah. You ready to go into feedback?
Feedback.
I originally had just RIP under feedback because we didn't have any.
And then today we got 2. So good job, guys.
We got 2?
Well, we got the message from Brent.
Well, the message from Brent was another post about Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I know, but
we'll give him the credit for it.
I just want more.
Yeah, so we got another 5-star iTunes review from Manny. Thank you, Manny.
Lots of heart in the eyes emoji faces.
Yeah, the title of the review was awesome, and then 5 heart-eyed emojis. And the actual review says, I have 3 words to describe this podcast. Best pod ever.
Thanks, man. It's not true. But we try.
Nick and Mason work really well together, and they make my favorite podcast by far.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge compliment. Thank you.
For real, there's so many podcasts out there. It's pretty spectacular that we could be your favorite.
Yeah,
but thanks, man. That's awesome.
You should listen to You Talking You Two to me.
You should listen to Dynamic Banter, and that's a good podcast.
It sounds horrible.
It's really good.
Should we keep going with the review?
What do you like? Actually saying the rest of what it says? Probably.
Or should we just skip it?
I think we should say it for the sake of somebody that actually likes us.
Should we save it for the review podcast? Or should we just do it now?
We can save it for the full review podcast.
I think we should just do it now.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know why you asked if you don't care about my input.
I am buzzing every week to hear the next podcast. Thanks for producing an amazing podcast, Nuck and Mason.
Mostly just Nuck, not Mason. I just sit here and I talk. Nuck does all of the producing, if you will.
And how do I do my producing?
He does it naked in the room because it's insanely hot.
I'm not naked. I'm wearing stuff.
I don't know, man. How do you do it? You just do it.
What are my amenities?
How you tell me?
What was I holding in my hand when you left? Not this week. It was last week, but 2 weeks ago, and you said it was
milk. Really gross.
Gigantic glass of milk.
You know when it's really hot and you don't want to drink milk?
No, I don't, because I always want to drink milk.
Have you seen Anchorman?
Yeah.
Not a good choice.
No, the reason that milk was a bad choice there was because the milk was already hot because he'd been walking around in San Diego heat for God knows how long.
Okay.
Should we save it for the milk podcast?
Nope. Save it for the Anchorman podcast.
Sponsored by
Milk.
Got it. Our other feedback that we... Oh, thank you, Manny, once again.
Yeah, thanks, man. Sorry we got a little off track there.
Next piece of... We'll just call it interaction, I guess, for this one. Yeah, sure. Brent messaged us about Dragon Ball FighterZ, letting us know about that. I had actually seen it a little earlier. I don't think you had.
No,
up until then. And it's kind of cool that, like, literally an hour after I read the message, E3. It just randomly pops up in the E3 presentation. We had no idea that was coming.
Yeah, because it's, like, Japan currently.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty sick. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited about it.
One of my buddies in the gaming community that I'm in tagged me when it came on. Hey, there's some Japan ball thing on E3 right now.
Yeah, man. Thanks for knowing the name of Dragon Ball.
Thanks, Herm.
Pretty hard.
I hope we win in Rocket League tonight. I think I'm supposed to play tonight.
Oh, what time?
I don't know.
It's like 7 already.
Which means it's 8 Eastern time.
Well, I think you might have missed it.
Whoops, I think we have to win this game to make the playoffs, too.
Yikes, man.
Whoops.
Well, we're going to have to call this podcast quits. Podcat?
Podcat.
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 Do you want to start a podcast called Podcat?
I want to start a podcast called Cat.
Just Cat?
Cat Dog.
Cat Dog was a great show. I'd do a podcast on Cat Dog.
I wouldn't.
It's on Amazon
Cat
Prime
Dog.
streaming.
I hate Cat Dog.
What about SpongeBob?
No, even worse.
Alright, well, never mind then.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy was good.
Or Real Monsters.
I don't like that one. The one holding the eyes freaks me out.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
Don't like that.
Do I have any
Other kid shows? Hey Arnold sucked. That's all I got.
They're making a movie.
They made a movie before.
No, they're making one right now.
But why are they making another one?
I don't know. You ready to get into the dub section?
No.
I am. Yeah?
Okay, sure.
Okay, what do you want to talk
I
about?
want to talk about Hey Arnold.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Hey Arnold podcast. I'm Nick.
And yeah, Hey Arnold is bad. Anything about it that you like?
No.
Okay, well,
Let's go ahead and get to the dub section.
let's go ahead and get to the dub section.
Okay, who's our sponsor this
Our
week?
sponsor this week is going to be...
Don't pick anything in this room.
Why?
Because it's cheating.
It's not cheating.
I already have it in my head what I'm using for the spoiler section.
Well, why don't you just use yours now, and then I'll do one later.
Because I know what I'm using. For everything after that, I'm going to be flying by the seat of my pants for.
Go for it.
Today's dub section is sponsored by milk.
Sure.
You ever, been in a hot day or something like that?
It's a hot day today, Nick.
It is. And you know what I could kill for?
Kill?
Yeah.
Like murder people or
Yup.
animals.
Yup.
What would that be?
Giant glass of whole milk.
Whole milk?
Whole milk. Not 2%. Not that candy-ass skim milk, as Jim Harbaugh would say.
Tell me why.
Why
What's
whole-
the benefit of whole milk?
Whole milk, it's better for you.
Okay.
And it tastes better.
Why is it better for
Because
me?
it tastes colder and it's a little thicker.
That's probably the grossest way you could describe that.
It's...
I don't want thicker milk if I can help it.
Why? Would you rather drink...
I like skim milk.
You're disgusting.
It's like water, and I like that.
Skim milk is water that's pretending to be milk.
Yeah, and it's good.
It's disgusting.
I don't like thick milk because thick milk is gross.
Thick milk is milk. Skim milk is water.
Yeah, I like it. I like water.
It's like if you took a... I don't know, what do you call them? The Crystal Light packets, and just put milk flavor in your water.
Yeah, that's better to me.
Gross.
Nope, it's good.
So you're telling me you'd put Crystal Light in your cereal?
If it was milk flavored.
That's disgusting.
I'm just telling you how it is, man. That's how I do it.
You know what? I'm going to go get a glass of milk right now.
Alright, he's getting some milk. While he's doing that, I guess we can go ahead and jump into the dub section brought to you by Whole Milk.
The start of vengeance. The Frieza forces Malice strikes Gohan.
Alright, and we're back for the dub section.
How's your milk?
It's better than this episode was.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, what did you think of this episode?
This episode
Yeah.
it was here. I guess it came along and it wasn't anything to be excited about.
I had a problem with the title.
Tell me the title again. It was something about Gohan. I
The
forget.
title was The Start of Vengeance, The Frieza Forces Malice Strikes Gohan. Which makes sense. It does make sense because of what happens at the very end of the episode.
Kind
But
of.
it happens at the very end of the episode. It's kind of another 100 million zenny.
Well, yeah.
We've been bamboozled.
Bamboozled, you say. Well, he got it good. He really did. So,
It's like we got to the, I don't know, probably the 3/4, almost 4/5 mark of the episode.
mhm.
And it's still stuff with Krillin.
Yeah.
And
Too
I'm
much
like-
too much Krillin in an episode, for sure.
Yeah. But I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, okay, so far it's literally been, a little bit of fighting from everybody else, but it's all Krillin being scared,
Yeah, when did he
Frieza
become
talking,
such a
like
a
flashback
giant?
of Krillin being killed, Krillin fighting, Frieza honing in on Krillin.
Yeah, but like, why is Krillin the way he is?
He gave up martial arts.
Still.
So I don't blame him for,
But like, he knows how to sense people's like power level, and he sees them fighting. He's capable of taking on those people, as we clearly see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really weird. He's very scared of Frieza for good reason.
Yeah, it's like we talked about last week. A guy in the streets. There's a guy in the streets with a gun who killed you, and you were somehow brought back to life. The last thing I would do is like, hey, I heard he's in the street
Let's go.
with a gun. Let's go say hi.
We should go see how he's doing. You know, we have history.
Yeah.
Yeah, real brutal in that flashback. That scene where he blows up is pretty brutal.
The more, like, the older I get and I watch it, I just am like, oh.
He imploded from the...
He exploded from the... physics, man. Okay, because he didn't implode, because he went outwards.
Yes.
The explosion, though, came from inside of him.
Yes.
So...
An explosion in his little heart.
He had a heart attack.
He had a massive
heart attack.
One of the biggest ones you can see, and he legitimately exploded.
Literally exploded.
So that's good. But he's back, and he's scared.
He's 4/5 of this episode almost.
I don't want
So why not...
Call it, why is Krillin so
The
scared?
Frieza
Let's
forces
find out.
Malice strikes Krillin.
Or
Right.
like,
The Frieza's malice towards Krillin. Blah, blah, blah. You know.
I get it. It's just not what we got. So, that's not good. Bad episode, yeah. Not pumped about it. Do you just want to start the recap and just try and get through it,
Sure.
I guess?
Yeah, it starts right where last week left off. Frieza and his army have landed on Earth. Tien tells everyone that it was too dangerous for Chaozu for some reason.
Well, we knew that.
We've known that since the Saiyan
Since
saga.
Nappa.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's at risk of blowing himself up at any point in time, so...
Who's standing there thinking,
Oh, man.
man, we
Should have
got,
brought Chaozu.
we got the 5 of us, but we really could have used Chaozu.
Could have done some real damage.
And they left out my favorite part of that quote.
What's that?
In the movie, it was, I was going to bring Chaozu and Yamcha,
right, yeah.
but it was too dangerous for them.
Fair enough. I mean, it's just how it is, man. It is really surprising they didn't bring up Yamcha, though, for real.
I don't know. It just... I was really hoping that I was surprised that... I was glad we got the quote, because I know last week I was like, oh, we didn't get it.
Sure.
This week we did, but they gave us the bad half of it.
Sure.
But we got an explanation for Boo, which we didn't get in the movie.
He was a sleepy boy.
Yeah, and Gohan even tried tickling him to wake him up.
Gohan's a freaking weirdo, man. I don't know what that guy's up to, but he's wearing a jumpsuit.
He is. Why is he wearing a jumpsuit?
Because he couldn't find his fighting clothes, so Piccolo's giving him a pretty hard time about that, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah. When the Frieza Force was getting ready to attack, Gohan's like, oh, these guys aren't that strong. We should probably take it easy on them. And Piccolo was like, yeah, it's pretty strong. And
Big talk coming from a guy who doesn't even know where his fighting gear is.
And Gohan's like, yeah, you're right.
You right. My bad. So yeah, they were wondering where Majin Buu was, and Gohan's like, yeah, we couldn't wake him up. And Roshi's like, well, at least I have sensu beans. And yeah, he asked Gohan if he's been keeping up with his training.
Nope.
Because it doesn't look like it. And Gohan's like, yeah, I haven't, but I can still go Super Saiyan. Maybe.
We'll see. That's really scary, considering how easy children can turn into Super Saiyans, and Gohan might not be able to.
How strong is Gohan right now?
Not strong.
Could he beat Piccolo in a fight?
Yeah, maybe. It depends. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. We'll get the power gauging when they start actually fighting people.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
So, they're all standing their ground when Bulma and Jocko fly in. And they're like, okay, Bulma, why the heck are you here? And she's like, yeah, I feel safe when I'm around you guys, so this is probably the safest place to be.
It's clearly not.
Clearly not. And she says something about trying to get a hold of them, but they don't have cell phones, or I had to come see you in person. But what did she have to tell them?
She didn't say anything to them. Maybe about Goku not coming yet. But they knew that.
Yeah. Goku and Vegeta aren't here, so obviously they haven't come yet.
So, I don't know. I really have no idea, because she didn't actually elaborate on that at all.
So, Frieza, in the meantime, is recognizing everyone. First people he recognizes are Jocko, because of the Galactic Patrol symbol.
And Krillin.
Well, he recognizes Piccolo.
Oh, yeah, the big green boy.
Yeah. And then, Krillin. It's like, oh, yeah.
I killed you.
I killed that guy. And, Bulma just starts talking trash to Frieza.
Not a great plan.
No, horrible plan. He's like, oh yeah, Gohan, you can wipe the floor.
You beat Cell back in the day, you're good.
You can stomp this guy.
Gohan's like, nah, man, I can feel that guy's power. That's a different guy.
Yeah, I can beat his soldiers, and even though I've gotten a lot stronger, so is he. And I wouldn't, he even just straight up says, I won't win.
Well, At least he knows his limits.
Yeah, you live and you die, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, in the case of Krillin, you sure do.
So Bulma's asking for more time to wait for Goku.
And he's like, yeah, I'll give you a little more time.
I spent so much time in hell waiting for my revenge against Goku.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
And then what she say, like, screw you,
you bastard.
Yeah, you bastard. And,
she's not a happy girl.
No.
Pretty much ever. Very terrifying.
Yeah, that's our Bulma.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 seconds pass, and Sorbet orders Frieza's army to attack. And Sorbet's like, oh yeah, we're going to be fine. It's 1,000 against 6.
There's never going to be more of a bloodbath or some terrible stuff, whatever he said.
Frieza's like, yeah, about that.
These guys are a lot stronger than you think they are, and it's made very clear because they're all beating the hell out of these guys pretty easily. Except for Krillin. He's just kind of sitting there. He says he's like frozen. He hasn't joined the fight, and he's like, what's wrong with you? Somebody's about to attack him from behind, and Tien has to save his ass.
Yeah. Well, before that happens, too, he recognizes Gohan.
Yeah.
He's watching Gohan fight, and he goes, why is he familiar? Oh, yeah.
He's the little boy.
Yeah,
he's
the little one.
baby boy.
And he's like, yeah, apparently he's just like his dad. He could easily kill these guys, but he's
purposely being non-lethal.
Yeah. And it makes him sick.
Yeah, because Frieza's a really bad person.
Yep.
So?
And Sorbet is, what did he do? He tried to give orders to the soldiers, telling them to group together, help each other, and then Frieza flicks him in the face and sends him flying. He's like, that's probably the worst strategy I have ever heard in my life. Why would I want them to help each other? My strategy is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And his strategy is essentially...
everybody attack Krillin because he's the weakest link.
Well, I think his long-term strategy is all of them are going to die, and he knows it.
Well, obviously. But
yeah, he sees Krillin kind of freaking out, like you said, Tien saved him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
First one to deliver a fatal blow to the little one in green, or in orange. He's going to get, like,
a planet of my
planet,
choosing.
yeah.
Of their choosing, not of his choosing.
Mm-hmm.
Frieza's soldiers rush him, and Gohan, Piccolo, and Tien
they're like, just run, man.
Yeah,
like,
they can't help. Their corners are like, retreat, just run away. And before we get the climax of that scene, we jump to Beerus' world. Vegeta and Goku are still sparring with each other when Whis ends their session. And Whis is like, there's no point of you two just throwing punches out here, like, on their planet, because you could have done this literally anywhere else. Yes. Even, like, the back alley, anywhere you guys prefer to fight.
Right.
It's like, if you learned better this way, I should have just dropped you in a desert somewhere.
Right, no kidding.
And Beerus, who's watching, agrees. He's like, whoa, you guys have gotten a lot stronger. Are one of you ready to take me on? And
Goku's not pumped about it. He does not. He knows what he's like. He says, literally in your sleep, you can beat us. I've seen that power.
It's happened to me. And Beerus is like, well, if you want them to get, like, that much stronger, why don't you send them to that place? Mm-hmm. And Whis is like, well, I don't think they're ready for that yet. And Beerus is like, yeah, that wasn't a question.
It was pretty much a dictation.
It was more of an order because I haven't had peace and quiet around here for a while now.
And he's sleepy. He wants to go to bed, you know?
Yeah. So Whis pulls out his staff, which is blinking because obviously...
that's a little weird. But Bulma's been calling him.
Yup. And he ignores it because Beerus is like, let's get on with it, Whis. And
he seems pretty annoyed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, not good.
Very agitated, to say the least.
He's gonna beat him up.
He could. We know he could.
I wish he would.
But yeah, his staff turns into a portal that sends Goku and Vegeta to, as far as we know, that place. So
we'll figure out what that place is eventually.
Yeah, that's the last we see of them in this episode. So back on Earth, Krillin is getting bullied by some of Frieza's soldiers.
Ooh, sorry. Little burp there.
They're picking on him and all that stuff, and when he gets attacked...
He's still cowering.
He's still cowering, but he dodges it.
Yeah,
the punch like it was nothing.
And he's shocked. He's like, oh, these guys are so slow.
Yeah. And then Master Roshi's like, hey, you've seen fights against Cell, Majin Buu, Beerus, you've been around Goku and Vegeta.
Like, you've seen some of, like, the best, like, martial arts techniques that exist. Yeah. So, like, don't be surprised that you're, like, picking up on stuff.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, punches him in the face, and
knocks out like 3 other people in the process too.
He shoots a big blast in the air, and the guys are like, huh, that didn't even come near us.
And then it explodes, and he obliterates them.
Yeah, he straight up murdered everyone there. There is blood everywhere. I'm pretty sure he even ran up to Jocko and ripped his ear off.
No, that was Trunks. That was Goten. Goten did that.
And then Krillin went and did it again.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, whatever works.
Yeah.
And then they all kind of get into it. They're all pumped up, so they're all using their special attacks.
It's signature technique time. Master Roshi shoots his little ball Kamehameha at some of them.
Super weak.
And apparently it used all his energy because he went back to Old Man Roshi.
And then Tien uses his Tri-Beam.
Tri-Beam, ha!
And then Piccolo straight up murders people with the special beam
cannon.
cannon.
And then, what does Gohan do?
He just uses a barrage of... He uses Vegeta's signature. I'm surprised he didn't use the Masenko, actually.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. But he didn't, so what are you going to do?
He's probably not strong enough to use it.
Probably doesn't remember how.
Yeah. It's in a dresser somewhere with his fighting gear.
Yeah, you're right. You couldn't find it.
He has like a card that he keeps in his pocket.
That's the one.
How to Masenko. Put hands like this.
Like the Mafuba.
Yeah. Mafuba. After that, Shishami, who's the red devil looking guy.
That guy sucks.
Yeah. I'm glad they switched the roles here from Resurrection F to this one here because I love Takuma. I know I talked about that last week.
He's cool in this episode too, man. He's a real hard ass.
Yeah, Shishami just didn't make any sense. So Sorbet orders Shishami to kill all of them, and he's like, "You're the strongest person in the Frieza Force," which irks Takuma.
He's pretty pissed, yeah.
And Gohan takes him on, and Shishami charges Gohan, even though he's doing the.
And then he gets to him and he wraps him up in a little bear hug.
A little nice bear huggy.
And Gohan doesn't seem too phased by it.
No, he's not struggling. He's like, "Hey, I have a daughter."
You realize that, like, if you don't leave peacefully, I'm probably gonna be forced to make you leave.
Yeah.
And
he's like, "I've killed countless people all over the universe. You think one life is gonna be And right when Gohan's about to attack,
there's a hole that goes through him by a little ki blast.
Both of them.
Gohan gets pretty roughed up.
Yeah. And
who was it?
It was Tagoma. He fired a ki blast straight through Shishami and Gohan.
Showing some Frieza grit.
Yeah, Shishami's dead and Gohan's got a hole right in the chest.
And he's like, "This can't be real."
He seriously does.
And then he falls.
And
then Piccolo offers him juice.
Yeah, Piccolo catches him, asks him if he needs a juice box. Gohan can't swallow, and they realize his heart stopped beating. I'm surprised his heart was even there.
Considering it went through his heart.
Yeah. It should have been like Mortal Kombat, where you just like blow a hole through it, and it's gone.
That's true. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
Gohan lost that one.
Yeah, Piccolo restarted Gohan's heart using his ki blasts like a defibrillator.
I like that.
And Krillin gives Gohan a sensu bean, and Sorbet notices that it was Taguma who did it, and Taguma doesn't even care. He's like, "What did you do?" He goes, I
took care of their strongest fighter. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, "Yeah, but you killed our strongest warrior too." And then Taguma's like, "Yeah, dude, that's not true.
It's not true. I've been training with Frieza." And you kind of get a cool little scene here. It's not them training, but at the end of it, Frieza would basically
beat him to an inch of his life every day.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of every day, he'd be like, "Hey, go get in the regeneration pod. And once you're better, come on back. And if you're not better, I will kill you."
Mm-hmm.
So he knows now
firsthand how ruthless Frieza is and what real power is about.
According to him. Yeah. Which is just being ruthless. He's not a coward anymore like Frieza called him before.
Yes. And he's checked out by Sorbet with his scouter, and he's like, "Man, you rival the Ginyu Force in the day."
It's like the Ginyu Force is a joke, essentially.
Pretty much, and then he actually powers up.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's a pretty significant one because Trunks and Goten can feel it right away.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, man, that's some pretty heavy power. We gotta go check this out."
Yeah, I don't recognize that. Let's go. Let's stop kicking this soccer ball around. And, we go back there, and Sorbet is kind of aghast
He's like, "Oh man, you're a strong little boy now."
Yeah, and so
That's what he said.
Taguma's like, "Hey, if I kill all of these guys,
Let
me have Sorbet's job essentially."
Mm-hmm.
And Frieza's like, "If you kill them all,
I'll give you a ton of planets. I'll give you a small galaxy if you want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me."
Yeah.
And yeah, Goten and Trunks are on their way, and Jocko's ship opens, and what pops out? Ginyu Frog.
Ginyu Frog. I like the Ginyu Frog, and he's here.
And he ribbits. Does he ribbit? I don't think he ribbits, but I'm going to say
there, though.
He ribbits, and the episode ends.
Goodbye.
What did you think of this one?
It wasn't good.
No? What are you going to remember it for? We forgot to do this last week.
I guess I would remember it for... Good question. Probably...
Gohan getting just...
Yeah, getting a hole blown through his chest.
Not him getting... I guess in a more non-joking around sense, I think one thing we'll just use this for both of us because I think it'll be the same.
Sure.
But it's not confirmation. It really shows us just where Gohan is right now.
He's not...
He's a joke.
Yeah, he's not real strong. And this pretty much it. Yeah, you're right. This is like where the marking is of like showing that Gohan really isn't a fighter anymore.
Yep.
So, yeah, I agree with that. That's probably something that will be remembered most just by the general public from it.
Mm-hmm. So, out of this baddish episode, what was your high?
My high? I like Taguma. Like, his whole thing was cool. The thing with Frieza was really cool. I like the little, like, flashback scene. He was, like, beat up, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought that was really, really cool.
It's funny.
It was just powerful because you can see, like, I don't know, like, he even looks, like, more ripped. Dude looks big. Like, not big because he's, like, a lanky guy, but he looks strong.
What's funny, too, is that Frieza was just going to do what he said. He was going to let him crawl around on his belly for the rest of his life.
And then Sorbet
was the one who convinced him to heal him and use him as a trading partner.
Mm-hmm. And now
See how that worked out?
And now Sorbet's going to be screwed, it seems like.
Good.
Yeah, that guy sucks. So, yeah, that's probably my high. I like that dude a lot, so... And how about you? What's your high for this episode?
Well, I'm not going to use yours,
Sure.
So my high is that Shishami's dead.
Yeah, that guy sucked for real.
I didn't like
his design looks weird, too.
It's lame, and I don't even like how they used him in Resurrection F.
Yeah.
He just fights Piccolo, and then Gohan jumps in, turns Super Saiyan, and one punches him. And that's it.
Yeah. And that paints Gohan to be stronger than Piccolo at that point in time.
Yes.
So that's weird.
So...
Pretty weird.
I don't know where he is.
Who, Piccolo?
Piccolo and Gohan.
Don't know.
In terms of each other.
Not one clue, honestly. We don't really have any backstory yet, since it's been all about Goku for so long.
What do you guys think? Let us know. Let us know on Facebook. Just search Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast on Facebook. Shoot us an email, universe7pod@gmail.com. Yeah, either of those two places, that's where we deal with most of our feedback. So if you guys have any theories on who's stronger, Gohan or Piccolo at this moment,
let us know. And I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Probably right.
Right.
What's your low?
My low, I guess, would be... It was just all Krillin for the whole episode, pretty much. Like, I don't care, like, that he's scared to fight. Like, get past that in, like, 1 second, honestly. It just could have been used better and, like, more, like, an actual good fight scene.
Yeah.
Instead of just concentrating on Krillin being scared. So, that's my low, Krillin. Pretty good, right?
Yeah. My low, not using Krillin, would probably be... We really didn't get much at all of Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, or Whis.
Yeah.
They've kind of been reduced to side stories right now.
Well, I mean, that's not where the main story's going on, so it makes sense.
I know, but there's so much cool stuff that could be happening right now that we're missing.
Yeah, and that is kind of frustrating, actually, considering. So, we'll get to that later on.
What would you rate this episode?
I'd rate it like a 5, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to give it a 6, but I thought a 6 is too high.
5 is probably right around where I'll leave it.
I'll give it a 5. I need to keep track of these. I have to make like a Google Doc.
Yeah, because we just have to go. Because we have to go back and just like listen to it.
Yeah, we're like 14, 15. We are 6 episodes in, and I haven't kept track of any of them. So I'll do that today. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do
alright,
that
man.
today.
Do what you gotta do.
You have anything else that you want to add?
No, it's just a
What
bad
do you
episode.
think's... No, I'm not going to say what do you think's going to happen next week.
I can tell you exactly what's
Yeah.
gonna happen next week.
we saw it a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add before we get into spoilers?
Nope, it was really bad. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. For those of you who aren't sticking around for spoilers, thanks for listening. Go ahead and interact with us on Facebook. Just search Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. Shoot us a message on there. We do read and respond to all of our messages, posts, all that kind of stuff. We do not leave our fans hanging. So
True.
interact with us on there. Rate the show and definitely review it on iTunes. We just got another rating/review this week, so that was really cool.
Thanks, Manny.
And I'm not even going to bring... I might just shut down our Twitter, to be completely honest
I'll never
with you.
use it.
I don't have the I don't have the patience to use Twitter.
Yeah, it's kind of gimmicky.
Yeah, we're just, you know what? We're making that executive decision right now. Interact with us on Facebook and through email.
Twitter's dead.
Yeah, Twitter's dead. By the time you hear this podcast, our Twitter handle will be gone.
Goodbye.
Well-
We'll just keep it. We just won't post anything on there, really.
Yeah, because we have had some cool interactions with some of the cast.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. Like, just keep it. There's no need to actually delete it.
I'm going to delete it.
Goodbye.
You ready?
I'm ready, man.
All right, we'll see you guys who aren't sticking around for spoilers next week. And who is our sponsor for the spoiler section?
Our sponsor for the spoiler section is Cats the Musical, playing at the Coronado in Rockford, Illinois.
Cats is... No, I was going to say, is that the one where they have AIDS? But that's
Nope,
Rent.
that's Rent. Cats don't... Well, cats can get AIDS, actually. Funny...
It's called FIV. Feline Immune Virus.
You got it, man. But funny enough, Kayla and I went to the vet and took Bones, and the vet was like, hey, has she been checked for AIDS at any point? And then she was like, no, should she? She was like, no. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he never elaborated on it. So that was super weird.
Why did Bones go to the vet?
She had like a tooth infection.
So you're saying your cat is weak.
I'm saying apparently the cat might have AIDS. According to the vet.
Okay, let's just have a public service announcement right now. If any of you guys have toothaches, you really should go get checked for AIDS.
Because you could have AIDS.
And
This sponsor is brought to you by AIDS. AIDS
the musical
the musical, aka Rent.
at the Coronado. Except it's not Rent, it's Cats.
If you tell them that the Universe 7 podcast sent you, they'll give you free tickets to AIDS.
They're going to say they'll give you AIDS.
They'll give you AIDS, and then also give you tickets to see Rent and Cats.
That'll be good because they'll give you AIDS and then you'll get to go be around people who understand what it's like to have AIDS.
So that's good. Yeah, it's like your own little support group.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's our sponsor this week.
So is our sponsor AIDS or Cats?
It's all of it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the spoiler section presented by
Cats with AIDS. Cats with AIDS.
Aid Cats. Cat AIDS.
Cat AIDS is good.
This got weird.
It's alright.
Let's do some spoilers. Okay, and we're back for the spoiler section. This episode was titled
Did you like it?
The Emperor of Evil Returns, a reception of mysterious assassins. I liked it.
I liked it
Did
too.
you like it?
It was better than the...
Did you like it?
It was better
Did
than
you like
the
it?
English dub.
It was much better than the English dub.
So yeah, it was a good week in Japan.
Japan.
That's the one.
Okay.
Alright, we got it.
Yeah, so this
Moving on.
episode starts with Goku back at Capsule Corp. He's eating and waiting for Granny Baba to bring Frieza back. Krillin and the others are still super uneasy.
Considering Frieza murdered Krillin.
Yeah, well, they ask Goku, hey, so, well, Bulma asks, how did the talk with Frieza go? Goes, oh, it went fine. He's on board. Like, really? Just like that? And goes, well, yeah, being out of hell is...
Better than being there,
Yeah.
honestly.
And
then...
Vegeta's
Bulma-
like, you're lying.
Nah, Bulma's like, you're a terrible liar. And Vegeta's like, yeah, you gotta tell us, homie.
Yeah, and Goku's like, well, he kind of sort of made me promise that if our universe survives...
We'll resurrect him.
Yeah, with Dragon Balls. Fully.
Yeah, nobody thinks this is a good idea, especially Krillin. He's not pumped. And Whis like, you think about it, though. If the universe could be erased, or you could have just Frieza roaming around. I think one could... This is, like, significantly better than the alternative.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. Frieza's back. You could always just kill him again. So.
Very true. So, I mean, I think you'll be okay.
I'm surprised they didn't just go to, like, hey, you don't have to keep your promise.
But they're men of honor.
Yeah, this episode really did bang my theory that Goku just gonna be like, yeah, I totally promised him that we'd resurrect him, but here's the funny part. We're not going to.
They're men of honor. They're medals of honor.
Vegeta is, and Vegeta would totally promise him that and not do it. He absolutely would.
Old Vegeta, maybe.
New Vegeta absolutely would do that.
Maybe.
He totally would.
Nah.
Yes, he would.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, man. So Frieza's coming back.
Yep.
Baby.
And back in Universe 4, Kitara is communicating with Sidra from Universe 9 about Frieza. Somehow they even got, like, what he looks like, which is weird. I mean, I guess they're... Like, I guess they know.
What do you
somehow.
mean they know?
Yeah, when they were talking to each other, there was like a hologram of Frieza up there.
Yeah.
How do they know what Frieza looks like? They just have
They've
their
got
attendant show him or something?
Yeah, they've got the angels.
Yeah. That's weird.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, but basically, Kitara wants to assassinate Frieza in order for Universe 7 to get disqualified and eliminated by Zeno.
How would they eliminate Frieza, though? But they're saying if they just need to kill one person, just kill Krillin real quick. Like, you'll be fine. and then they'll still have 9 people. It's the same exact thing as what we're talking about currently.
Yeah, well, actually, and two, before this happens, Krillin asks Whis, "Hey, what happens if they're not here?" Or did I miss that? Does that come later?
Yeah, it was right around that same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Whis is like, yeah, if we don't get there on time, your universe is probably just going to be destroyed, you know?
You'll be disqualified and erased on the spot.
So, yeah, that's not good.
Which is basically what Universe 4's strategy is.
Mm-hmm.
Eliminate Frieza. Yeah, well, like you said, why Frieza?
Sounds like one of the harder people to eliminate. So
hey, let's get their...
Also, let's go after the guy that's already dead. Like, what the hell's happening?
Well, he can die.
He can die. If he dies again, he's just gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
not a bad idea, actually.
But
they couldn't bring him back again.
But Krillin could be dead.
Yeah, but then they could get Bob.
No, I think that's just worth it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's the plan. He's trying to get Universe 9 to do it, though.
He's a sneaky little boy.
Universe 9, for those of you guys who don't remember, is Sidra, the Viking-looking god of destruction.
And all the wolf fighters.
And Ro, who's our least favorite Kaioshin.
He's pretty rough.
In the universe. All of the universes. So, like, what do you think of the plan? And Ro's like, yeah, absolutely.
Let's get it done.
And assassinate him right now, all while their angel is listening.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
Seems like he would report that, yeah?
So I think that's going to happen.
Excuse me. But yeah, not great for them. But I don't know, man. I don't know why they would even agree to do it in the first place if, like, clearly the Universe 4 guy doesn't want to do it himself because he knows it's a terrible idea for him to do.
Yeah.
But these guys are stupid enough to actually do it.
It's like when I was a kid, we were at the bus stop. We were getting off the bus, actually, and somebody told me, hey, you should throw a rock at that car. And I'm young, stupid, and impressionable, so I threw a rock at that car.
It didn't turn out well.
You know who didn't get in trouble?
The kid who told you to do it.
Yes.
I'm sorry, man. That's exactly what this situation is, though.
Exactly what it
Except
is.
they're gods and not children, so...
Yeah, it's not on a cosmic scale, basically. So, back at Capsule Corp, Trunks is curious because he saw Frieza's picture on the board with the rest of the team. And
he's like, yo, what's going on with this?
Yeah. Well, Goku and Bulma are like, yeah, they don't know about the tournament and don't tell them because that'll...
They'll want to go.
Yeah, and Vegeta's like, yeah, it's a
bad plan.
Bad plan.
Don't do that.
And Bulma's like, yeah, everybody on this board are guests for Bulla's birthday celebration.
Isn't Frieza like a really evil guy?
And Vegeta...
He had to go defend Frieza's honor.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Frieza's
really
turned over a new leaf. He's a really good guy now.
And then we get a cool scene where it's him inside his mind and he's just real pissed off about it.
Why am I defending Frieza? And then the next scene is him like with his head on the table.
Yeah, he's not pumped, but it's a pretty good scene. I thought it was funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right after that, Goku asks Trunks if he wants to go to 17's island to protect all the animals and monsters so 17 can attend the party. And Vegeta was about to be like, no, it's not a good idea. And Trunks is like, oh yeah, I'll do it. That sounds great. I'm going to go tell Goten. And Bulma and Vegeta are like, you used this as a bargaining chip to get 17 to join you. Yep. Yes, I did.
Oh, Goku. Losing friends one after another.
Yep. And then Goku asks Krillin, for some reason, to take the boys at the island, which doesn't make any sense because Goku could just use instant trans. Oh, wait. Now I know why. Herder. To take them to the island to pick up 17 because Goku has to go pick up Frieza.
Yep.
Such a weird sentence. Hey, can you guys do this for me?
I gotta go pick up Frieza. I'll be right back.
And Krillin's pretty reluctant.
Because he hadn't seen 17 since he was an evil boy.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, he's changed a lot. He's a really good guy. And Krillin's like, yeah, 18's changed a lot too, so...
Maybe he'll still be alright.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. And, Goku's like, sorry, I gotta leave to go pick up Frieza. And, Bulma, can you give me a gift to give to Granny?
Goku was a needy guy today.
He tried. He tried to give her the Zeno button.
Horrible plan.
So, on the island, it's Krillin, 18, Trunks, Goten, and Marin all arrive to pick up 17. 18 and 17 greet each other very...
coldly.
To say the least.
They don't seem to like each other.
Yeah. Krillin tries
Actually, 18 doesn't seem to like him. He seems pretty indifferent to the whole thing.
Well, I think it's just how they are. They're like, long time no see, blah, blah, blah. And Krillin's trying to make friendly small talk, and 18's like, don't force it.
It's pretty rough, honestly. It's kind of embarrassing for him. But, whatever, man.
17 greets
Marin.
Mm-hmm. As...
I forget. It's it's the same, but it's close.
It was a callback to Krillin and Marin.
Oh, Marin. Oh,
That's why 18 got...
That's really funny.
Yeah, 17, if you're watching the subtitle version, which I'm assuming you guys are...
Yes.
When he says Marin, he says Maron in the subtitle.
Yeah.
And it's italicized.
Yeah.
And then 18's like, it's Marin, and then it says 2 R's on there. And it's like,
say it again, I'll kill you.
Say it again, and I'll kill you. And yeah, you can tell it's just kind of friendly.
Yeah, Krillin's like, yikes, what is happening?
And 18's like, don't force it. But Krillin and they're all standing there really awkwardly. Trunks and Goten decide to take a flight around the island. And when they get back, 17's like, I don't know if it's safe to leave the whole island to these 2 kids.
No, they're Trunks and Goku's kids. They're gonna be just
they're
fine.
Vegeta and Goku's kids.
Sorry, Vegeta and Goku's. And he's like, yeah, you're right, honestly.
Then you might have to take it easy on them.
He's like, yeah, I already told him, don't worry about it. And then him and 17 start actually talking, and then that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So you have a nice conversation, and 18 kind of seems a little happy about it.
If they're getting ready to leave, and Marin's like, hey, can I stay with Trunks and Goten? And Krillin's like, no, and 18's like, yeah, you're fine. She's actually a lot tougher than you think, Krillin.
Which I don't understand.
Yeah, we've gotten no
indication that would be
unless she's been training with 18.
Or if she's part cyborg.
Oh my god, Krillin goes to work as a police officer. And 18's like turning her daughter into a cyborg the whole time. Oh man, that's dark.
I like it.
So they're all leaving, and what did Marin says, have fun at work.
And then Trunks and Goten are like, work? What the hell?
Anyway, let's just go fly around. Yay! Because they have the attention spans
of children, as they are.
Yeah, they are.
But after that, we got the little submarine people there. And they're like, oh yeah, all the adults are there now, so we could probably go invade this island.
Does that mean we're going to get another...
Yep. And it's going to be of Krillin, or Goten and Trunks, and it's them protecting more animals. I just don't care. I really don't.
It all just clicked. Marin's going to save the day.
Probably. Not great.
Yeah. So, back from there, we go to Capsule Corp, and 17 is there. And
he's like walking over, and Gohan's before that. Gohan's like, yeah, let's all work together. We gotta work as a team, otherwise we're totally screwed.
Vegeta's like, teamwork? No, I'll
beat
them
everybody
out on my
first because he's a dick. And yeah, and
Who would have thought that Vegeta would be the difficult one? I figured Goku would have the hardest time being on a team, but I think Goku's at the point where
he gets it now.
Yeah, he totally gets it.
Vegeta hasn't, because he hasn't really had time to do it with like the birth of his daughter, and like he hasn't really had time to actually like
process everything.
Yeah. So we'll see. He'll probably come around.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
I know. I didn't like it. I was really hoping something would happen, but I don't know.
We'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll see when the tournament starts. When does the tournament start?
July, the
beginning of July.
A little bit. Too much, if you ask me. But whatever.
Yeah. So basically, 17 shows up, and the first person to greet him, really cool scene,
is Piccolo. Because they fought pretty viciously.
Well, they ask each other too, like, "Are you stronger? Are you?"
And then they're just like, "Thank you." And Piccolo's like,
"Well, it looks like they're about to fight."
He takes off his little hat and he's got his antennae out.
Mm-hmm. And 17 rolls up his sleeves like they're about to start fighting, and Piccolo
says, "Thank you for joining the team. Like you're honestly helping us out
here." And he shakes his hand.
And he's like, "Yeah, no problem.
It's a pleasure."
Mm-hmm.
That was.
It was pretty sick.
I'm glad he has 17 back.
17's great, man. I hope he's actually like sticks around too.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Right after that, Roshi gets back after finishing up his training at Korin's.
Mm-hmm.
And he just wanted to train under Korin one more time, I think.
Didn't know that he trained under him.
I couldn't remember either. I don't think that... Was that brought up in Dragon Ball?
Can't remember.
If it did, we're horrible fans.
Yep, sorry.
You did get a cool scene there where it looks like he's going to fly away.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember."
Did Roshi finally learn how to fly?
No. Nope. Doesn't know how. Why can't he just learn?
I don't know.
He knows, like, he could do it.
He knows I think it's just for the comedy.
Super irritating.
Yeah. That would have been so cool, just Roshi flies off.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pumped about that.
You know, whatever. Yeah, Roshi shows up, says hi to Gohan.
He's like,
"Hey,
"Hey,
sorry I'm
good.
late. By the way, you're looking really, really, really good."
And he is. He's looking like a real beefcake.
He looks jacked. And, yeah, I think that's it for that little sequence of events, right? Do we have anything else at Capsule Corp?
No, I think that's where we head over to the meat and potatoes of the episode, if you will.
Mm-hmm. This is... I wish they would have thrown all of this in last week's.
What do you mean?
Because I know I said 93 was kind of... It wasn't lackluster, but it wasn't everything I thought it would be.
Sure. This made it.
Yeah, it did.
This is a really good scene.
We're back at Baba's, and Goku's like shadow fighting, and he's actually... I didn't notice this until I saw a comment about it on Reddit. He's actually replaying in his head kind of how he trained in the very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
The fight between him and Grandpa Gohan.
Pretty crazy, right? It's a good callback.
I get that some people don't like all the fan service that's happening in Super, but
hats off to the writers.
Stuff like that where they're just doing it and it's up.
It's
to,
not
like,
blatant. It's just like
you have to have an eagle eye to.
Yeah, I like the little Easter eggs. I don't like blatant fan service that's just like shoved in your face. That's kind of annoying, but that was really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it until you told me, but really cool.
He's waiting for Baba to get back with Frieza, which he does. Mm-hmm. He senses it, I think.
Yeah, and Goku...
Because he just stops in his tracks and walks into this room.
And it gets real ominous real fast. Candles blow out. It gets real dark.
Frieza shows up with his halo.
And he's not pumped about the halo.
Yeah, he's like, see me like this.
It's a little vexing.
And he walks up to Frieza walks up to Goku. And...
When Baba's telling him, take this guy, Goku's like, yeah, okay, we're out of here.
And let's go, Frieza.
Punches him right in the gut.
Yeah, Frieza sucker punches Goku.
Slipped. It was super funny.
So good. Yeah, he's like, yeah, sorry, my hand slipped. And Goku's like, yeah.
Can't be helped.
Yeah, it can't be helped. And then punches him in the gut right back.
And Frieza gets pissed for a minute. But then he calms it down.
He lightens up.
It's pretty good, actually. I like the way Frieza is.
This dynamic is going to be so much fun.
That's why I hope he sticks around. I think that could, stick around even after he's resurrected. Like, that dynamic. Where he's not constantly trying to kill
just
Goku.
Kind of sniping at each other.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. And he doesn't have to be in every episode. He can just come around every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice.
So they're getting ready to leave because Baba just keeps saying, leave.
Yeah, please get the hell out of here.
And Goku's about to use instant transmission and tells Frieza to grab his hand, which I really wanted to see.
Yeah.
That just...
We'll see it next episode.
I know a lot of people had a big problem with Frieza coming back again.
It's been...
But man, are they killing it right now. They're taking this and they're doing really, really good storytelling with it. Mm-hmm. And they haven't even started, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's what... We've had probably 10 minutes total of Frieza.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of stuff that we never thought that would actually happen. Like, it's a dynamic that we never thought would exist.
Yes.
But now that we've seen it, I want more of it and much more of it.
Yeah, dude. I'm pumped to have it around for the long haul. So, I mean...
Oh, let's see.
It won't, I don't think.
I hope it does now that I've seen this interaction with him.
Yeah, like I said, he could be a really cool, like, anti-hero someday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Anti-person.
Anti-person.
We'll go there.
Sorry.
Yeah, they sucker punch each other, and Goku's getting ready to use instant transmission to get out when the Ghost Usher comes out.
He's like, yo, you got some people out here looking for you, too.
Yeah, and they're like, what? And they walk out, and there's probably, 100?
At least
100 people out there. And Goku asks, who are you guys?
Can't say.
Are you trying to keep us from the tournament?
Can't say.
Who sent you?
Can't say.
And while Goku's trying to talk to this guy,
Frieza just shoots him through the chest.
Death beam right through the chest.
He's like, whatever, man. I don't have time for this.
Well, he even goes, sorry, my hand slipped.
He's like, I guess it did slip again.
Yeah. And Goku's like, yeah.
And Goku's like, yo, we don't have time for this. We gotta go, man.
Go. And Frieza's like, what are you running? He's like, my body's gone soft in hell. I was hoping to just loosen it up. And then we get the most...
And he's like, join me, won't you?
Yeah. He's like, join me.
It's pretty good.
And then proceeds to give us the best Frieza transformation ever.
It might be one of the best transformations in general.
No.
It was really cool.
It was
the way it was like...
If you took a Resurrection F, the movie and the show, and put them together, you wouldn't even come close to touching this one.
Not one bit. But it was just really cool the way they did it with the stage. Because like you can tell that this is wasting a lot of time, and it's going to be cutting it really close because of this, when the stage is coming together in its final pieces.
Yeah, so Frieza powers up to his golden form.
It's a cool form.
And he's like, what did he say? Sorry, apparently there's no time for amenities. So
he's like, no, I don't have time. Basically, I don't have time with this, so I'm going to kill you all very quickly.
It's not my fault.
Don't blame me.
The episode ends. We don't even hear how much time there's left, which is the first time I think we've had that since they started building the stage.
Pretty much.
So, what do you think this episode will be remembered for? That
transformation was so sick.
Yeah.
For sure that. Either that or just the jibber jabber between Goku and Frieza.
That's what I was going to say, is the jibber jabber between Goku and Frieza. Is what I'm going to remember when I think about this one.
I think the transformation is so cool.
Yeah.
So I'll probably remember that.
I never liked the pose he did when he does the transformation, but this one looked really, really menacing and cool.
So, yeah, that's probably the best part of the episode for me. Yeah. I'll give that my high, if you would.
That's your high? The transformation?
The transformation was so cool.
My high was a sucker punch.
Yes.
Twin sucker punches. What was your low?
My low... I don't know, honestly. I'd have to say Goten and Trunks.
Really?
I don't know. I just wasn't really digging the whole situation. I don't know. Just take me there and then leave them. Don't need any of the stuff with them.
Yeah.
So... I don't know, there wasn't really anything too terrible about the episode, so I can't really nitpick too much. How about you?
I guess my low is just how long it's taking to get to this freaking tournament.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's quite obvious. It's still a long way away, too.
2-3 more episodes, I think, before we get there.
Too many episodes. Yep. One of those is going to be Goten, Trunks, and Marin.
Yep. Next week, at least, it looks like we're going to get Frieza going on a rampage.
It looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
So... I'm pumped for that. I really am. What would you give the episode in a rating fashion?
I'll give it a 8.
I'll give it an 8.5.
8.5?
A little higher.
Okay.
It was a good episode. Just wish it would move along. That's it.
Yep.
But
hopefully next week is a little more exciting.
Give me some action. I want to see Frieza fighting.
Yeah. Well, I hope we get that for the majority of the episode. But
we'll see. It's a tall order for Dragon Ball.
We'll see what happens there. You have anything else that you want to add since we've given our ratings and done all that jazz?
Let's get out of here.
Get out of here? Okay, we'll be back next week. Leave us a review on iTunes, especially leave a rating. That is more helpful than you guys know. Seriously, that helps anybody who just goes into the iTunes store and searches Dragon Ball.
Like, that helps us come to the top.
Yes,
Rise to the top.
If you think we're good enough for other Dragon Ball fans to hear, give us a rating, because the more you do that, the more you review us, the more visible we are to everybody else. So yeah, leave us a review and a rating on iTunes, like the show on Facebook, interact with us there, send us a message, comment, post anything, we will respond to it. Shoot us an email at universe7 at universe7pod at gmail.com.
At dragonball.com.
That'd be sick, right?
That would be sick.
We do respond to those emails as well. We'll be back next week to cover episodes 22 and 95 of Dragon Ball Super. I'm Nick.
Mason.
Have a great week. Stay safe, and until next time,
adios.
I already have it in my head what I'm using for the spoiler section.
I don't. Well, use yours, and then I'll do one for the spoiler. Is that Ghost?